Hey everybody, Shane R. Monroe back with you, and we are going to show you why Deluxe Galaga is easily one of the best shooters of all time. Stick around. All right, everybody, I promised you part 2 where I was going to show you around Deluxe Galaga, make you hopefully see just why it is something special and it is so great. And here we are, Deluxe Galaga. What makes this absolutely such an amazing game? Let's go ahead and flip ourselves over to a game-only view. There we go. So now we can see the game in all of its proper glory. So let's start by looking at the attract screens, and you'll understand maybe just by looking at these that this is not just a straight-up, wave-based shooter. So essentially, guide your ship through the waves of alien attackers, shoot and destroy enemies, look out for kamikaze attackers, meteor storms, get extra weapons, higher scores, enemy secrets, etc., etc. And yes, this game is loaded with secrets, hints, clues, collectibles, huge amounts of greed. And we're going to show you about that. Gathering up all 5 letters or picking up a heart gives you an extra life. Extra bullet, extra speed, shields, weapons. Not all the weapons you can get, just some of them. An alien scope, or they call it scoop, really. A smart bomb, bonus multipliers, warp aheads, Meteor Storm mini game, a random bonus, decrease of your strength, extra bonus time, rank markers. Holy crap, there's a lot of stuff going on here. And, of course, cash. And they hint that there may be other coins too. Rank markers. What is that all about? You have rank markers? How do you get those? So there's a whole bunch of things that we need to look at inside this game. And I'm going to do a little bit of interaction with you here. And then we're going to look at some pre-recorded footage because I've managed to capture some of the real difficult or lesser seen things inside of that footage. And we'll talk about that. So we're going to go ahead and start the game up. I'm going to pause. So there are about 5 different types of waves that you may encounter. One is your standard wave, which this first one will be, which are aliens flying in. There's also waves with aliens and sort of extra powerful aliens or little mini-boss type scenarios. You have boss waves. You also have kamikazes, which is sort of like a bonus round. On Galaga, when you have to destroy all of them, you get a big bonus if you get them all. Kamikaze's sort of the same way, although this game also has a bonus round, just like Galaga does. Plus, you also have a warp malfunction, which is yet another hidden screen that comes up completely at random. And along with that, you have 2 mini games, one being the memory station, which is sort of a version of concentration that can be very, very lucrative, and Meteor Storm, where you can actually get some crazy bonuses if you know what you're doing. So let's start up here. The enemies fly on the same way every single time for the given level. I just got a triple shot and a scoop. The scoop allows you to capture aliens that are coming down at you, if they can actually get low enough. I think it's going to run out before I get one. What the heck? Come on! What is this? You also notice that I'm moving very slowly, which actually really sucks. That is something you can fix with power-ups or cash. I'm not a big fan of 3-way fire. Oh, there's a Meteor Storm. Let's start there. So Meteor Storm, if you take a look, I can't pause here. Look in the bottom right. You'll see a little ship flying upwards. That represents my path through the Meteor Storm. If I can make it to the top, I get a nice, healthy little bonus. And that's pretty much it. There are rocks with numbers on them, which represent bonus points. And there are little treasure boxes. I got no speed, so I'm not going to be able to get very far. The rocks will increasingly come faster, and eventually I simply won't be able to evade them. But you can see I'm moving very slowly up the screen. Oh, there was a cash box, and I missed it. This screen can be very lucrative if you have enough speed and you're a twitchy enough player. There's $50. We'll take that. A little bit of pointage. You'll also find out that if you hold down the power button, the rocks come faster. Now, why on earth would anybody want this screen to be faster? The answer is very simple. If you can power your way on fast all the way through the Meteor Storm without slowing down, you get a huge bonus. I believe you get fireballs or something crazy like that as a bonus at the end of that thing. So here's another standard wave, and there's a double shot. I'm going to see if I can get over and take that. Nope. I prefer double shot over triple. That's a question mark. Let me pause. That question mark can be anything. It could be any of the power-ups. It could be a skull, and we're going to talk about the skull in a minute. It can be drunk mode, which means that your controls invert. It can be almost anything. Truth is, if it's early enough in the game, maybe grab it just for fun. Later on, though, it's more of a hindrance. It's one of those things you want to make sure you don't get, because it could take away your powers. It could give you a single shot when you've got a quad shot. There's a number of reasons why you absolutely do not want to get a question mark. Over there is an R for the word extra. If I collect all 5 letters of extra, much like Mr. Do, then I will get a bonus life. Now I'm going to see if I can get myself over to that R. And I did. Look over on the left-hand side of the screen. At the top, you'll see 2 ships. Those are my reserve ships. And underneath, you see the letter R. As I collect things, bonuses, extension time, rank markers, those things, armor, all of those things will start appearing in that corner. I have the game set for easy so that we see a little higher drop of goodies. That's auto fire. I am not a fan of auto fire at all, so I'm going to skip that one. ×2. Everything that I'm earning from now on, look at the top up on my ships. I've got a ×2 multiplier. Right now, anything I get's worth double. I've also got this nice scoop. Watch this. Oh, they didn't come down low enough. Oh, there's a great little bonus way of using that scoop to your advantage. Oh, come on. Let's see what kind of game this is going to be. Okay, now wait. So you notice I had triple shot a minute ago, and suddenly I have double shot. Every time you die, you lose 1 level of everything. So your weapons go from that weapon to the next one down. So if you have a triple shot, you go to double. If you have a double shot, you go to single. If you've got fireballs, you go down 1 to, I think, War Machine or whatever it is. My point is that every time you die, you lose 1 level of speed, and you lose 1 level of your weapon, which is, if dying alone isn't enough for you to be concerned about, now you're also concerned that every time you die, you lose something. There's a speed up and an E. I'm going to go for the speed. I don't think I can get the E2, which I did not. Okay, so you'll notice on this level we got sort of a big boss guy. While most enemies just simply fire downwards, the big guys here are able to shoot laterally, which is a huge pain in the butt, especially if you get 3 of them on the screen at one time. On the later levels, it gets to be absolute chaos. When you kill that big guy, though, he drops a little ball, and that ball is a rank marker. If you get all 6 colors of rank markers, the next time you warp, which is like every 5 or 7 levels, whatever it is, you will advance in rank. At the end of the game, every rank that you've obtained turns into big cash. So that's why you're looking to do that. There we go. There's that rank marker. Look underneath the R over there on the left. You see I now have 1 color of rank marker. I need 6. There's another E. Cash sucker. So this guy can actually be turned off using a secret boot menu in the game for those people who don't like the cash sucker. What this guy does is exactly what he says. He swoops onto the screen, sucks out all of your money, and then flies off. He can be killed, but certainly not with the weapons that I have here. So I just lost a bunch of money. I don't know how much I had, but I lost it. I'm going to try, though. Nah, not with these weapons. Like trying to kill a Terminator with a 20th century gun, right? Need the phase plasma rifle into 40-watt range. Kamikaze level. Okay, so in this is very similar to the bonus stages. These guys will fly down in suicidal waves. The goal here is, of course, to kill all of them sequentially each time. So if you kill the first batch, you get a bonus. You kill the second batch, you get twice the bonus. It's sort of like eating ghosts in Pac-Man. The third batch, you get 3 times the bonus, and it goes up from there. Unfortunately, maybe with double shot, I could probably get a couple sets of them. But they do tend to bring bullets down with them, and they send bullets as they go back up, which means that if you're not really, really careful, it's really easy to die here, especially on the higher levels. Let's do it. Knowing where they come out, there we go. I got my bonus for that. Double shot I could probably do pretty well. See, I just got another bonus. See, there we go, another bonus. I'm not going to get this one, I don't think. Dang it. Dang it. See, it's dangerous if you don't catch them on the way down. So I did okay. Now, if you had a ×2 or a ×5 multiplier going on during that round, yeah, you could make some big old points. So we just warped. So that's sort of a, let's stop. So warping is sort of a rest period that you get to hang out for a second. After the warp, all of your rank markers will be added up. And if you have all 6 rank markers, they'll reset and you'll go up in a rank. At the end of the warp, if you have enough cash, which I think is 50 or more, you'll go to the store. Unfortunately, the cash sucker took everything I had, so we don't get to go to the store this time around. But at the store, you can buy pretty much everything, and hopefully we'll get to the store during this session. Again, knowing where the enemies come out can definitely be helpful. In later waves, you just want to avoid them at all costs as they come out. Just find a hole and hide there. Boy, they want me to take that auto fire, don't they? I'm just not going to take it. The reason I don't like the auto fire is that it throws all of your bullets up in one big stream, which gives you very little control over sort of keeping track of the number of bullets you have on the screen, and that can be important. All right. Some good money coming my way. An extra bullet. So what does extra bullet mean? I still have 2. I'm still doing a double shot, so what is an extra bullet? So an extra bullet is how many bullets total you can have on the screen. That includes the count. If you have a single shot, you can have X number of bullets on the screen. If you have double, you can still only have the same number of bullets on the screen, but they go up in pairs. So you want to pick up the extra bullets as often as you can. There's really no penalty for having more than one or more than one set. You can see now I've got a pretty nice spread. Welcome to Memory Station. This is a game, a timed game of concentration. You want to try to match, so let's just go ahead and look. All right, so those are not a match. We are looking for cash multipliers. Oh, if you get a skull, it's over, and it's all luck. There's really nothing you can do. I've got a much better version. Oh, there was a gem. Oh, crap. Whatever. So now I've lost my double shot, and I'm down to single shot. If you're saying to yourself, if this sort of death happens later on in the game, it can be pretty tragic because some of these enemies get really hard, and if you have single shot, you're not really doing a whole lot against them. And you're right. At some point in time, if you die and you go down too far on the weapon chain and you don't have enough cash to support your habit, then you're kind of screwed. Unfortunately, single shot pretty much sucks. We'll get a rank marker out of this, though. Come on. I like to wait till he gets a little higher, so I have time to get under the rank marker. There we go. And a lot of times there's a bullet behind the rank marker, so be careful. Kind of keep an eye on the shooting patterns of those big guys. Bonus wave. So I'm not going to do well on this one. This is your standard Galaga bonus wave. You do get drops. I just got a warp. So that's going to, well, I was going to warp anyway. But a warp will take you from whatever level you're at to the next level that would be warp eligible. In this case, I finally have some money, so let's take a look. So the absolute best weapon in the game is the War 1 plasma or War L plasma. I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like an eye. The next one up is laser beam, which is amazing. Extra time, I'm not sure why they would provide that. Extra time will extend any bonuses that you currently have. So let's say that you have a ×5 bonus going on right now. You could increase the amount of time that that bonus stays alive. So you could probably chain that with like a boss or some other upcoming wave afterwards that could possibly work. Game secret. These secrets are all divulged on my website, deluxegalaga.com. So you don't really have to pay for them. But these are the sorts of things that we unlocked over time, and they'll tell you things, many things, secrets that I'm going to show you here on this video, so you don't really need to pay for them. Plasma, fireballs, armor, which is one free hit. In other words, you'll take a hit, and you'll be protected for a few seconds. You don't die, you don't lose anything. It's a free hit on your ship. Super weapon is a 3-bullet super weapon. I actually like that quite a bit. You can buy an extra life. You can buy a rank marker, and it'll always give you a rank marker that you need. So if you've been trying to get that white rank marker for wave after wave after wave, you can just say screw it and buy it outright. That's one great way of doing it. If you love auto fire, which I do not, you can pay for that. You can always buy triple shot, less speed. What? Double shot, extra bullet, extra speed. Like, my speed sucks, and the only thing I can really afford right now is an extra bullet or extra speed. I'm going to buy the extra speed. Let's talk about this less speed. What? How could you possibly want to go slower? Truth is, you can accidentally pick up speed power-ups during the game, and at some point you are so fast that you can't control it yourself. So less speed allows you to buy yourself down a notch without dying. Told you this game was complicated. Extra speed. So now I go a little bit faster. I shouldn't be a sucker now. Okay, there's another nice little chunk of change. Wish I'd have had that a second ago. Could have gotten double shot out of things. The enemies themselves won't kill you if they hit you. See? But they like to drop a bullet just as they pass by you a lot of times, so it'll look like they kill you. You can survive a collision, you just can't be hit by their bullets. I'll tell you what, having single shot at this point really starts to suck. We'll do the best we can. Man, it's like throwing rocks at an elephant, right? Trying to see if anything extra fun happens now before I start taking you through some of the secrets. Ah, there we go. You know, I'm going to just go ahead and take the double. I'm telling you, I'm a big fan of the double shot. Good spread, good speed. I'm much more comfortable with the double. You'll also see, second here. Ooh, I'll take that if I can, scoop. Come on, give me at least one. Okay, so finally we get to see what the scoop does. The scoop does two things. It lets you capture, and get this, watch this. It'll actually push enemies away if you're full. Come on, let me have one down here. Come on, dang it. So if you have already captured 2 aliens to fight for you, the scoop actually pushes away and gives you a nice bonus for shoving the enemies away from you. I have a video for that. I'll show you that in a bit. As you can see, having some enemies to fight for you is a good deal. If you take a hit, the enemy takes the hit for you. Watch. He didn't hit the enemy, he hit me. Hang on a second. I just wanted you to see this. So it's sort of like having a free set of armor. Ah, crap, it hit the enemy. Anyway, it's like having a free set of armor. So you want to capture whenever you can. By the way, those little minions that fight for you, they disappear right before you warp. So you don't get to keep them for too long. You can't have them for the whole game, for example. Kamikaze with double shot. We might be okay here. There we go. Crap, I knew I was going to die doing that, dumbass. All right, so you're asking if you want to continue. Well, yeah, hello. Why would I not want to continue? You have 2 credits in the upper right that allow you to continue playing the game. But I only have single shot? That's correct. When you continue the game, you lose your weapons, you keep your score, you keep your rank markers, you keep the items you've collected, but you lose all your weaponry. So there is a penalty for using a credit, but if you need to continue, you want to continue, you think you can recover, you're having a good game otherwise, except for that, how was the play, Mrs. Lincoln? If you have something, if you have something that you want to hold on to other than a weapon, then let's say you have 2 levels of rank markers. You're rocking the Casbah. You want to continue, use the credits, or you can opt out and the game is over right then. All right, so let me go ahead and get myself killed off here. That way we can get to the more warp malfunction. Look at this. What a treat. All right, so warp malfunction means that during the warp process, something terrible happened and you're thrown a bunch of these little mini-bosses. The good news is they're only mini-bosses. The bad news is they all shoot laterally. The good news is that they all drop rank markers. So this can be very, very lucrative. By the way, if you pick up a rank marker you already have, it's converted to points. So right now it's not too big of a deal. These guys aren't super aggressive, but there's a lot of them. There we go. And, I can't believe I had to lose that rank marker. I should have zigged instead of zagged, huh? This is what I mean by this game having a lot of greed elements to it. Might as well continue. Right? And we'll finish this off, and then we'll get to some of the highlight reel stuff. It's a lot more interesting than watching me try to play and talk at the same time. Let's go ahead and get dead and see what the end game looks like. All right, so the game is over. You get a bonus for any money that you have left. You get a rank bonus. So you see Ensign, you get 0. Every time you increase rank, you get a nice big fat bonus. And you also get a running bonus for how many perfects you get during the course of the bonus waves. And that shows you your total sum. Then the game is over. You get some stats for geeks at the end. So you get to put your name in. I have it set to save the high score after each time. You can have it only save the high score when the game ends. I tend to exit the emulator abruptly, and I forget to save my high scores. So then it tells you how many shots you made, how many hits you had, how long you played, you know, standard stuff. And that's it. You're now ready to play again. So now that you've just seen a basic sort of gameplay session, it's time to dig down inside some of this logic and show you what it looks like to get all of the rank markers, to get an extra, to see what that scoop looks like when it's shoving enemies away, to see the hurry up ship, to see the laser ship, to see a boss. We've got so much more to show you. Let's get to it. We start off with the coin bomb. Get this guy and every enemy blows up into a coin. Just make sure you know what color is worth what. Armor. This little guy will keep you invincible for one hit. And let's see what that one hit looks like.
Get ready.
And we're hit. We're still alive. We're protected for a short period of time, but we did lose it. Next up, let's get that extra life. We've already got 3 of the 4 letters. There's 4. There's 5. Extra life. Let's do it one more time. We need that elusive X. And there it is. Boom. This has to be the craziest memory station ever. I started off with 545 coin. The coin multiplier, that pink guy that you saw that I opened up with, that's what we're looking for. And look at that. It's right next to it. Bang. Double our money. Can we do it again? Oh, there was one. There's got to be another one in here somewhere. If we can double our money again, oh my. There it is. Coin multiplier. Boom. Over 2 grand. Thank you, memory station. Here's a bonus round where we managed to pick up a 2x multiplier to count towards our final adding of score. There's our 2 times multiplier. We're going to get a perfect, and it's going to be doubled thanks to that multiplier being in play. Let's see the money. Well, let's see the points. And doubled up. Awesome. Now, we're going to buy the laser beam here with all that fat cash we got earlier, and we're going to take on the boss with this big guy. Let's see how we do. We got plenty of speed. Let's do it. Big trouble indeed. And there he is, the behemoth. Dodge, stick and move, stick and move. Doing okay, doing okay. Well, even with laser, he takes... Oh, clipped. Bad news. But we only go down 1 weapon, so we still have a pretty good weapon here to finish him off. And this guy's going to drop a ton of rank markers. We already had a couple of these, but alright, that's alright. We get some points for him anyway. The cash sucker. Good thing I didn't have that big amount of cash, because here he is pulling up all my money. And I don't have enough power in my weapon to shoot him down. How unfortunate is that? Much like the coin bomb, here's a gem bomb. Turn all of these guys into gems worth a ton of points. Look at those guys. Hey, how are they drifting down towards me? We'll show you in the secrets video next. Shield. This can really get you out of a hairy situation. We'll grab that shield and look at this. We can walk through all these bullets, enjoy a moment or two of pure bliss as we clean these really, really hard to kill guys down with fireballs. Next up, the laser ship. This guy's really kind of cool. For some reason, I always think of Gorf when I see this. He can be killed, but not with what I've got. So you just got to kind of avoid him while avoiding the lateral shots and everything else going on in the level. Remember I told you about the scoop getting big points? Watch this. The enemies will actually turn white when you shove them away. Watch how my score moves here. This is crazy. So once you've got your full collection, too, look at how it pushes them away. You get tons of points. If you happen to have a 2 or a 5 times multiplier, wow. We got all the rank markers, so now we just need to survive through a warp. And look at this, we have a warp malfunction. I'm going to speed through this. So you don't get the increase in rank until you make it to the next warp. And of course we had to have a warp malfunction. So hopefully we will not have another warp malfunction. I've seen like 5 warp malfunctions in a row. Not very pleasant. So we go through the warp, we get an opportunity to shop, and then we get promoted. There we go. Promoted to lieutenant. That's worth 100 grand when the game is over, my friends. Probably more if you can get another rank marker on top of this, or another rank up. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and die so you can see how that... look at that. We went from ensign to lieutenant, and we went 100. We got 100K out of that. You can get a lot if you move that up. And that's it. Let's game over this thing. No, I'm just kidding. Let's do a Meteor Storm first. So here's the Meteor Storm. And listen, we're going to wrap it up with this Meteor Storm. I've showed you enough stuff. This thing's lasted almost 30 minutes. So the neat thing about this Meteor Storm is that there's plenty of good stuff to pick up. There's points, there's coin like we talked about earlier. In our next video, I'm going to show you the secrets, the undocumented, the crazy ways of getting money and power inside of Deluxe Galaga. But that's going to have to wait for our next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe. Of course, hit that little bell and share this with your friends. I hope you enjoy it. This is a lot of fun. I love Deluxe Galaga. It's one of my favorite games ever. I hope you enjoy it too. And join me for the third and final video, The Secrets of Deluxe Galaga, coming up next.